Okay, so this is video 3. Okay, so now, as I said, so like a thief in the night, on the night, like the night before Christmas and all through the house, right? Okay, we won't go there. But anyway, so like a thief in the night, Ramadan 28, 1445, which is April 7th, right? 2024, Ishtar, that will be Easter, Ishtar, right? Or the Eastern Star, right? Rises again, right? Okay, the resurrection of the prophet born of a virgin. That's what the Easter represents, right? Ishtar represents the Eastern Star, right? The sun, right, is represented by the sun. The prophet born of a virgin represented by the sun, right? The only begotten son, but it's not begotten as you think it's begotten, right? Because if you take everything to be meaning represented physical, it's not represented physical, it's allegorical, right? The only son in our solar system, that's what they mean by only begotten. The son of Judah, the son of Ariel, the son of Israel, right? The son of Israel. And the son of Israel is who? Horus, right? Horus is represented by what? The son, the only begotten son, right? Okay, the only begotten son of what? East and west, right? Isis and Ra, Venus and Pluto, right? Venus and Aries, right? Okay, the masculine and the feminine, and the one in the middle is the sun, right? Okay, and the son of Ra representing what? The son of Ra representing the house of Aries, where the sun is exalted, right? Where the sun is born again, right? Okay, so now we have springtime, sun is born in Aries, where it is born again, risen from the winter, right? Now we're going into the spring, right? Okay, so that it's allegorical and it refers to the heavens above. So you will understand how to get home consciously, right? How to organize your mind by thinking above in a way by which no man can contaminate your mind, right? Where you will be learn how to lead yourself because you'll be able to understand the heavens, right? Okay, so now, as I said, the sun is the only begotten of east and west, right? In the middle, right? Ra, right? Son of Ra. He's the son is the only begotten son is the son of Ra, right? Jerusalem, right? As in Horus, and of Ra, right? Okay, right. Ascension. Okay, where he is born again, right? Okay, and where he rises in the east every spring equinox. Okay, as I said, it's allegorical, right? And that's what the prophet, when he was when the prophet came the first time, what did he speak? He spoke allegorical, right? Not to be taking things physically and minded, not literally physical, right? It was allegorical as it reflected the heavens, right? The 12 tribes represented 12 constellations, right? The woman born, myself, with the crown of 12 stars above her head, represented 12 constellations, the heavens, right? The above her head, and the moon at her feet, right? Okay, now, so like a thief in the night, which will be on Ramadan 28th, 1445, which will be April 7th, right? 2024, Ishtar or Easter, okay, representing the resurrection of the prophet born of a virgin, which is represented by the sun, which is represented by Jerusalem, right? Born of Israel, Isis and Ra. Isis representing the west, the female, Ra or Cyrus, Israel, Kemet representing Aries, Ariel representing the east, right? So the sun is born of the east and the west, the male and the female, thus the Holy Trinity, right? Okay, the family, the royal family, and each family is basically a royal family. The father, the son, the father, the mother, and the children. Alhamdulillah. Okay, now, so we have like a thief in the night. Okay, the resurrection will occur, right? The prophet born of a virgin has returned. Alhamdulillah. Okay, now, and as represented by Safa 30th, 1445, which was September 15th, 2023, and the second aspect of Revelation 12, occurred with the represented by the Phenix, Ramadan, Golden Lotus, Black New Full Moon in the celestial house of Virgo, and that new moon occurred on Safar 29, 1445, September 14th, 2023, and also represented by the Virgo full moon that occurred no. Okay, this same full moon, this same full moon that new moon that occurred in 2020, that occurred Safar 29, 1445, September 14, 2023, also represented Safar 24 and Safar 29, 1432, and which was January 28th, and it represented the years 1979, as well as it represented the years 1399, which was 1979, and 1432, which was 2023, because the full moon in Virgo, no, the new moon in Virgo 2023 represented a span of time, because it represented the harbinger and it represented the new age of Aquarius, right? But it was dated between but it was dated between 1399 and 1432. So there was it covered a broad amount of time, right? Okay. In fact, it carried a much broader amount of time than that. It went all the way back to the 1800s. That amount of time, right, was covered in that new moon, as well as now, and from that new moon in Virgo, which was Safar 29, 1445, which was September 14, 2023, also covered the new moon, the full moon in Pisces, which was the 24th of, it was February February 24th. I just don't remember I think it was Sha'ban 15, Sha'ban 16, 2024. Yeah, Sha'ban 16, 1445, February 24, 2024. Yeah, I think that's when it was. So it covered that time too. So we are covering a lot of time as it represents territory, as it's represented by the embodiment of individuals, right? To reflect that time or those events, right? Those celestial events, right? Just like we say, the prophet born of a virgin represents the sun, right? Human beings represent the embodiment. So the physical avatars are the embodiment of celestial bodies. Because remember, you have you have your physical body, you have your planetary body, and you have your celestial body. So you're represented like a trinity as well, like the cardinal plane. A cardinal plane, fixed plane, mutable plane, right? So you have three bodies: a physical body, a planetary body, and a celestial body. So if you look at your bodies, you can't just look at your body from the physical body, or you see yourself very, very small, right? But when you see yourself as as you represent a constellation, right, your constellational body, then you can see how big you are and how powerful you are as a human being. But in order to get to that and activate that, your Christ consciousness, your DMT, right, your pineal gland, your third eye, right, you have to go through the a lot would say the process, right? You have to go through the process. You got to trust the process. A lot of people would say that, and I would think, what do you mean by the process? What the fuck do you mean? That was my attitude. What the fuck do you mean the process? Trust the process, right? But you got to go evolve. Is what they're saying. You got to go evolve, right? You can't just go from the physical body to the celestial body, right? Because that's what's going to happen as after those who have the light within them, right? They're going to evolve into their celestial body, right? And that's when they awaken, right? And they be able to exercise their celestial power. But when Adam and Hawa, the family, the parents, right, of humanity, were lowered to the lowest dimension of the heavens, right? The lowest dimension, because there's 7 heavens. They were placed to ground zero, basically, right? They descended to ground zero, and thus their consciousness went to ground zero, and they just acted in their physical body, right? Which we just act in our physical body. Most of us continue to act in our physical body, our physical consciousness, right? And that's also a safety net, because think about it. What if look at the world today, right? And all of the chaos and the calamity and the destruction and the violence, right? And the aggression, what is that? Inhumanity to man's and inhumanity to man, right? Think about if they had celestial power, right? It's just a gift from Allah. They haven't used all the power that they have created, right? But think about if each individual had, celestial powers, right? And they had not evolved consciously, right? Think about what a violent place it would be, right? Mankind would be very much in danger if they could exercise that celestial power, right? If they could act in their celestial, embodiment, So it's like a safety, net whereby they cannot access that celestial power, right? Okay. So they have to evolve consciously, go through, raise the kundalini, right? The dragon, right? Because the conscious mind is separated from the physical body, right? Because when man fell, when Adam, the consciousness fell, right? Okay, the mind was separated from the body, right? And that's what the allegory about being whole is all about, right? Being whole, the mind and body connected, right? The conscious mind and the physical mind, right? Connected. Where do they connect? In the heart, by way of the heart, right? And where's the heart? But represented by the sun, represented by what? The Christ consciousness, represented by what? The fixed plane, right? Because that's where the sun is, on the fixed plane, right? And what did it say? Represented by lead by the heart, compassion, love, empathy. Because once you can take once you master the heart, right? Love. Once you can master love, right? Now I ain't saying love everybody, love the devil, love this, and I ain't saying all that. No, love the divine, right? And yes, life is divine. You do what you got to do, but you can't love the devil. You can't love demons. You can't love those who are doing what they're doing in Palestine to the Palestinian people. You can't love those who commit genocide. You can't love Nazis. You can't love wickedry. Okay? Now, so you can't love injustice. Okay? So now, imagine. So you connect in the heart, right? Once you connect in the heart, right? In the middle, meet in the middle, the mind and the body, meet in the middle, right? Then you can rise to the higher consciousness, the mind, right? The pineal gland, right? And become in the celestial body, right? And then you look around, the whole world looks different, and other things. Then you begin to look back in time. You look at your life back. You begin to look back on your life. You begin to see yourself in the third, like they say, remote viewing, right? You can look back and see why events happened, right? And you can begin to see your life, you know, the physical life. You begin to see this physical life as not so significant as the spiritual life, the conscious life, or the celestial life, or the celestial mind, right? Um, you begin to see life from a bigger perspective, right? And so the physical perspective has less meaning, as well the material world has less meaning, right? It's less significant, right? And you begin to distance yourself from the things that, you know, uh, are, you know, not so uh, significant to divinity, or, you know, what I mean, and what is divine? Life is divine, right? Those things that are more significant, that aid in sustaining life and humanity, and, you know, things of that nature. Okay, so now, as we said, so we've been covering a lot of time since 2012. We've been covering so much time. We've been time traveling. You know, if some people would think, you know, that life has moved so fast, yes, we have. We've moved very, very fast. You know, we've time traveled, right? And that's why I say, so the Virgo new moon, as well as this new moon, I mean, this full moon in Libra, I mean, it's taken us back 50,000 years, right? Meaning, taking us back, it's taking us forward 50,000, but it's taking us back 50,000, because now it's shutting it off, and so now we had to review, you know, the events that took place, only because we got to see the significance of the time, or the events in this time that are taking place in this time. We got to be aware of what's going on, and that's what I mean by, you know, those who want the synagogue of Netanyahu, you know, the Antichrist, the beast that had fallen, right? They were surprised that we were able to see what's going on and catch up, you know, as it relates to the shift. They wanted us to be just so afraid and not know what's going on, but we surprised them. We got them. They are shocked as to what it's. They don't know what's going on. They thought we would not know what's going on, but they don't know what's going on. You know, we're gonna go to video 3, I believe.